Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of CryptoVisor, where we talk about everything crypto, blockchain, investing. Today, we are discussing breaking news. So, first of all, if you guys follow my channel, amazing stuff has been going on lately. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, all the comments, all the subscriptions and shares. If you guys are not already subscribed, don't forget to hit subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It's free to do. It's right underneath the video. And we are talking about the journey to the $32 Cardano. So part one was complete, right? We had the Cardano Mary hard fork on the testnet. Just a couple of days ago, I did a whole video about that. But today, there was a lot of people have been messaging me recently and saying, CryptoVisor, what is Charles Hoskinson talking about all these birds? Well, today, IOHK, or I should say Proof of Africa, did a YouTube interview with IO Global's John O'Connor. If you guys do not know, John O'Connor, I believe he's been with IOHK since 2017 or 2018, one of the two. And he is the director of African operations, and his job has really been kind of under the radar. We don't really hear from him that much. But it seems like he has been extremely busy. So I want you to focus in on this part of the interview. I'm going to play for you guys, and then we're going to go and talk about it and maybe explain why we've seen such a huge rise in the price and what I think is coming in the not too distant future. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. Don't take anything I say and make investment choices on it. Obviously, do your own research. And before we click play, don't forget to hit subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Breaking news. Here we go.
What is IOG's plans for Africa? Because I think that the way you are developing there, first in Ethiopia, it's because of this plan there. So I think that it's, like a thing that everybody in the community are talking about for like a few months already. So
yeah, well, that's because Charles loves to talk about stuff. So I'm sure I keep getting sent articles of the big announcement. So,
and that's probably from Charles's tweets about the birds and the little birdie and stuff like that. Because he's been kind of like leading us up to something big is happening. I thought it was probably Coinbase. We know Goguen is coming. But, well, I'm going to let you watch it, and then we'll talk a little bit more.
Unfortunately, I can't share as much as I'd like. What I can say is we're at the very final stage of a large government contract here, which would have multi-million users being onboarded onto the platform for a real-world implementation of blockchain technology.
So I don't know if you guys heard that. I actually tweeted exactly what he said. Basically, John said, we are at the very final stage of a large government contract, which would have multi-million users onboarded onto the platform. Whoa. So if you guys don't know kind of what is going on in Africa, just to kind of, let's time warp for a quick hot second. So this is from 2018. Ethiopian government signs agreement with Cardano to introduce blockchain in agri-tech. So this was back in 2018. This was right after the Cardano, like crypto was released after all the mania in 2017 with the prices. And then we started seeing Cardano and IOHK getting involved with governments and getting memorandums of understanding or MOUs signed with several governments in that like area over there outside the U.S. And I think that a lot of people forgot, not here on the CryptoVisor channel, because I remind you guys a lot what's going on in the Cardano ecosystem. But John has been in Africa for at least 2 years now, if not 3. Well, I guess it would be 3 if he's been there since 2018 at least. And I remember I used to watch Charles Hoskinson's videos, and he said that he would have his employees go and live in the areas that they want to be able to service. And one of the Cardano target audiences has been from the beginning, at least from my perception of it, has been the underbanked and the unbanked. And that is basically 3 billion people throughout the world and a lot of places through Africa. One of the other things that John O'Connor talked about in this video, by the way, there's a lot in this video. Great job to Proof of Africa, who did this. I think that they are a stake pool as well, but really great interview. A lot of juicy info if you guys want to watch that. But John talked a little bit about what they have planned. This is around the 18-minute mark in Tanzania with providing internet to those without internet or who have very high prices for data usage. And we know you obviously need some type of access to the internet to interact with blockchain, whether it's through SMS or just internet. But, you know, we're moving forward in history. So obviously we want to, as a people throughout the world, just want everybody to be able to get more and more technology as they go on. Anyway, there's a little bit more, so I'm going to press play and let you guys hear it, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about it and where I think the price is really going to go.
This is a sort of 10x improvement in real world terms over what's currently being done in this area. So it represents a massive development, a positive development statement for the beneficiaries we're talking about, as well as an incredible validation that this technology is now ready to be used in these state level engagements. So we're super excited by it, but obviously this is also a government process as well. So getting the contracts done, getting everything agreed has been a very lengthy process. But that's not just in Ethiopia. Anytime you're working with government and you're doing these government procurement processes, they're always very lengthy and very involved. So we're at the very...
And we know that they have been there since at least 2018, specifically in Ethiopia. There's been other news that has come out throughout the last couple of years that I think people either thought was hype type news or just didn't pay attention to it. This is from Crypto Briefing from 2019. Cardano founder reveals state-backed cryptocurrency for Ethiopia. So basically in the AMA session, I'm not drinking coffee for this video because it's the middle of the day after I saw this breaking news. So bear with me. IOHK CEO Charles Hoskinson told listeners that he had signed an MOU or Memorandum of Understanding with representatives from the Ethiopian government, including the Ministry of Innovation and Technology, to develop the new digital payment system. Hello. The coin will be part of IOHA's broader Atala framework, allowing easy payments for energy bills and other utilities. And by the way, John kind of talked a little bit about basically the people in Africa, like what they need and how Cardano can kind of solve for some of those things. I didn't watch the whole thing yet. I got a lot of you guys messaging me. And by the way, if you did message me this breaking news, thank you guys so much. Anyway, the token will be initially available in Addis Ababa with more than 6 million people before expanding to other cities. So if we listen to what John said, he said we're at the very final stage of a large government contract which would have multi-million users on board onto the platform. It sounds to me like they're going to be implementing Atala, which is identity management solutions, right? That incorporates all of this. And we've also heard Hoskinson, and we know that Hoskinson has traveled to Addis Ababa quite a few times. This was back in 2019, where 2 years after that, 3 years after this contract was signed with the Ethiopian government. I mean, hello, guys. So this is another article about that. And then back in December, this article was published by AMB Crypto. It says Cardano to announce large and exciting deals in Ethiopia, according to Charles Hoskinson. He said, quote, very soon should be able to announce the closings of deals in Ethiopia that are quite large and quite exciting. So for those people who are Cardano haters or have been spewing a lot, listen, I know some of you are going to be like, but CryptoVisor, you spread FUD too. No, I spread like different thought about what's going on, but typically like 95% of my videos are very crypto and Cardano positive. 5% are like what you guys consider negative. But there are a lot of other YouTubers out here who literally just spread FUD and say that this is a big Ponzi scheme and a scam. If I thought it was a scam, like I would tell you guys. I tell you about other cryptocurrencies that I issues with. And obviously, I want this not to be your research for making investment choices, but it can be part of your research portfolio is listening and watching my videos and hearing my thoughts and opinions. And I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down below about these things. But we've covered all of this. We've covered about the memorandums of understanding in Ethiopia, Mongolia, Georgia. This is just Ethiopia, what John O'Connor's talking about. And the fact that Mongolia and Georgia, those two areas also had MOUs signed. Maybe some other projects are still in the works as well. So this brings us back to the price of Cardano and where we're at. I don't know why we've had a little bit of a pump in the last couple of days. Maybe it's just kind of in with the market, right? Cardano's trying to stay in the top 5. But we are now, if we go 10x from here, okay, it's 64 cents. We're going to be at $6.40. 10x seems kind of like doable in crypto during a big pump or a big bull run. But that means that we're less than 1,000% or 100 times where we're at, right? I think it's 50 times. If we go 50 times from this price, we're going to be at $32. 50 times. And we're just hearing about the announcement about whatever this contract is going to be. And probably this is going to be the end of the February announcement. Then we have Goguen coming. Then we most likely have a Coinbase listing coming. Then we have smart contracts and artificial intelligence platforms migrating to Cardano. Then we have a Grayscale listing, and that's institutional purchases. So listen, I am not a financial advisor, and I want to tell you guys, don't make investment decisions based on what I say. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Obviously, do a lot of research and understand the risks involved. But 50x with all of this stuff that's coming, I mean, I don't know how we're not going to get there. I really don't know how we're not going to get there. With all the institutional buying, with all of the DeFi and dApps that are going to be able to build the potential bridge between Cardano and Litecoin, Cardano and IOTA. And by the way, if any of this is news to you and you're like, whoa, Cryptovisor, IOTA, right down below, click on my channel, click on playlists. I have an entire playlist, just Cardano videos, and it's up to date in chronological order. You can, scroll through it or just watch all those videos. And I've been recording and I publish at least one video per day, typically 2 or 3 videos per day for the last 2.5 years, every single day. I've only missed 1 or 2 days. So I am dedicated to bringing you guys the latest news that's happening in crypto and kind of give you guys my analysis on what is going on and where I think it's going. But again, these are my thoughts and my opinions. I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments. So guys, we are literally almost at $1. We're 64% there. And I think that the dollar is just inevitable at this point. It's just how much higher do we go? And I've told you guys on previous videos that you have to keep your eye on the entire market caps of these different cryptocurrencies, because I do not believe, and I believe that this is an intentional type thing, that the crypto gods, whoever they are, right? The exchange owners, the big whales. By the way, I heard that now there's a different category for whales. It's called humpback whale. That's the super duper rich. Anyway, you have to keep your eye on this because they will not let Cardano flip Ether. It just won't happen. I'm telling you guys, if it flips, it's going to be for 45 seconds and then it's going to go right back. The big wigs will not let it happen. So if Cardano keeps pumping based on all these things that I've just talked about, I think that means that Ethereum and Bitcoin have to go up as well. So I want you to keep that in mind. Other cryptos that are lower down the list, say Ethereum Classic, I think it's number 50 right now, Algorand, Ethereum Classic, these two, they have a lot that they can pump, and it's not really going to affect the large cryptos, the top 10, top 20, but definitely the top 2. These are not going to come out of rank. Maybe Ethereum will flip Bitcoin, but they will not they will not let Cardano flip Ethereum. That's my thought, my opinion. You guys could disagree with me, but I think that as Cardano price goes up, Ethereum has to go up. Otherwise, Cardano is going to flip it, and I don't think that they're going to allow that to happen. So keep an eye out for that. But there's still a lot of room. We're only at 20 billion. So right now, if Cardano basically 8x's, it'll be 160 billion. So 8 times 6 is what, 48? I think I'm doing that math right. So that will be $4.80 approximately. And that's only 160 billion market cap for Cardano. So I want you guys to think about this, right? Think about percent increase. Don't think about, I get a lot of you guys in the comments below saying, how much ADA should I own? It's really not about how much you can own. It's about how much you can afford, because somebody in another country who's watching my video, $10 may be a lot to them. In the US, somebody maybe $100 a lot to them. So it really is up to you, but look at overall percentage increase, right? That's an 8x from here. If it just gets to 160 billion right under Ethereum, that's 480. So think about that, and think about what we talked about with what's coming in Africa, a government. I mean, this is going to be potentially the largest implementation by a government of blockchain technology in the world ever, first. Obviously, besides like just Bitcoin, but that's not really government sanctioned, right? So think about these things. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Give this video an absolutely free thumbs